Your mama do what mamas do. So hitting licks is all I've ever learned what I'ma do. But I'm losing my head by myself, contemplating whether I should be dead. So if my words help your life, tell me what have I said. And if my words help your life, tell me where were you led. Cause I can barely get myself the fuck up out of this bed. I'm so fucking depressed. I got so many issues that I've never addressed. That's why I'm drinking methadone while I'm blowing these swishers. And like, I'm sorry that I've never met Haley's baby sister. Sorry, bro. Sorry.
Pennies for your memories and a nickel for your thoughts. A dime for your time and a quarter for everything you got.
Pain comes with memories. Memories come with pain. Pain comes with memories. And memories come with pain.
Well, I was in the freezing rain, listening to the pitter-patter while you aborted our child and acted like I had a say in the matter. But my say didn't matter. I was there for support and to aid you after. It was your decision, and you decided, did it with precision. And I was blinded. Now every day I'm reminded about all the fights and how they were one-sided. Now my soul is shattered, my ego bruised and battered, my heart is torn and splattered. Why did I ever even bother? Probably never see the altar, and I'll never be a father. So if you pick up the pieces, you can have what's left. And I hope it was worth every cent. There I said it, thanks for letting me vent. Thanks for letting me vent. Yeah, I'm spent. Pennies for your memories and a nickel for your thoughts. A dime for your time and a quarter for everything you got. Pennies for your memories and a nickel for your thoughts. A dime for your time and a quarter for everything you got. Pennies for your memories and a nickel for your thoughts. A dime for your time and a quarter for everything you got. Pennies for your memories and a nickel for your thoughts. A dime for your time and a quarter for everything you got.
What's going on, everybody? Alright, let's see here. Let's get our screen share going. Let's see if I mirrored Boog up here perfectly. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. Oh wait, do I not have sound? Oh yes I do. Mwahaha. What's going on, Boog? Oh shit, what did I do? Let me click on something that's not going to be highlighted. That's not what I want. And boom. This is new to me, using all the different apps at the same time. My computer might blow up, but we're not going to worry about that. We're not going to worry about that. It's not a big deal. It's totally fine. It's totally fine. What's going on? We got Snurmit this morning. We got Blasted Asses. How's everybody doing? Make sure you guys take your meds. Cinny, Boog, not in the chat, but in the flesh. That's all we could ask for. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I was like, how am I gonna do this? Because like I realized that I had to do the screen share thing for it to have you up, so I don't have my chat on the computer like I normally do. But I had my old phone charged up, so I was set. Oh, Cindy, you can't hear Boog? Say something, Boog. I can hear you, yeah. Alright, try now?
Yo, what up, people?
Perfect. Yeah, it was definitely on my end. Oh.
Check 1, 2.
Perfect. Alright, I think our voices are pretty in sync.
Check 1, 2. Check 1, 2. Can you hear me, Cindy? Blasted Asses says he can hear me. Cindy says he can hear me. Says she can hear me.
Good.
The queen of the Discord.
Right? That taco queen. Earned it. Earned that shit. Blasted Asses, it's good to see you, man. I'm glad we got Boog up. What are we burning on today, Boog? We got any special strains? I know you got probably your green swishers.
Funky Charms.
Funky Charms. They should have called him Fucky Charms. It would have gotten the same. Would have rhymed more. Nobody wants to smoke some fucky shit though. That's probably the issue.
I mean,
He said, "I don't give a fuck."
had the nicest looking buds in it. They wanted $90 for it, and I was like, sold.
That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. No need to flex on all of us who don't have recreational. I was looking at the one website the other day. Oh, it would make you cringe.
What now?
I said, yeah, it would make you cringe.
Well, and you know what? It used to be like that up here, bro. Like, when dispos first started to really pop up here, me and my ex went for one, and like they wanted like, I don't remember exactly what they wanted, but it was ridiculous, bro. It was like double what I could get for, and we left. I just kept getting weed. Oh, I was getting weed, and well, like the middle of this past summer, at one point, like, it's kind of a long story, but long story short, we couldn't get pot from the dude that we had been getting pot from for a long time, and so, like, it had been a long time since we had shot any dispos or anything, so, I told my mom, like, call one of these motherfuckers and ask them what they're talking about, and they said they had $100 ounces, and I was getting ounces for $160 in the streets, and I was like, oh shit, alright, I'm finna go and check these motherfuckers out, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like, the one over here has like $50 ounces, and it's decent, but like the only one of those that I bought, I found like some seeds in it, so I was like, yeah, I'll stay a step above that.
Yeah. Definitely. Let's see here. I can barely hear him. He sounds like outer space. Say, still now? Because I turned him up. I don't think I can turn him up any louder. It says he's high on mine.
I'm pretty sure I got my mic turned all the way up on my end.
It's a little bit better, Cindy says.
Yeah, my mic is turned all the way up on my end. I can turn it up no more.
Do a mic check for us. I think we're good now.
Check 1 2. Check 1 2.
Yeah, I think we're okay now. Blasted Asses or Cindy or somebody. If we're not, let us know. But I think we're good now. I can even turn myself down a little bit if it helps in relation to. Okay, cool. We're good. We're good. Snurm it with the hydrate. I'm sure all you got is some fucking some blue Powerade around. You probably don't got no water within arm's reach. I knew we had the Powerade. I knew it. If we can get this motherfucker drinking water, guys, we'll be set. We'll be fucking set. He said it's blue like water.
I don't think blue Powerade is too goddamn bad, okay? Like, I could be drinking way worse, okay?
You right, you right. It could be soda. It could be liquor. So I'll settle for blue Powerade.
Yeah. Would you rather me drink blue Powerade or Crown Royal?
I guess that's as good a place as any to start. I was gonna ask, what some of your favorite drinks are, alcoholic and non. I don't know if you're a beer guy or a liquor guy. Obviously, you're a blue Powerade guy.
Well, my go-to was always just straight up Crown and Sprite. A bottle of Crown in one hand and a bottle of Sprite in the other hand, and that was always my go-to. My favorite beer is hands down Land Shark Lager. It's owned by is it Jimmy Buffett that did the Margaritaville song?
It sounds right. I don't know for sure.
I'm pretty sure it's Jimmy Buffett, man. Jimmy Buffett owns the company that makes it, which is Margaritaville Brewing Company.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Land Shark Lager, man. If you're a beer drinker and you ain't never had a Land Shark Lager, you don't even know what a good beer tastes like, man. I'm telling you.
That's fair. That's fair. I used to work at a beer distributor, and I'm not like a huge beer guy, but Land Shark's definitely not bad. They're definitely not bad at all.
So you've had Land Shark before?
Yeah, a couple of times. It's not like I.
And then like, so when I was like really drinking really bad, my early 20s, mid 20s, it was Crown Royal and Rolling Rock. If I was like broke, I replaced the Crown Royal with Black Velvet. But that was my. Back then that was my go-to every day. It was a fifth of Crown Royal or a fifth of Black Velvet in case of Rolling Rock every day.
Black Velvet, that's rich for my blood. I'd be over there getting the what is it, what's it called? Fucking, I just had it on my fucking tongue.
I mean, obviously I don't really know about now, but I know back then, bro, a fifth of Black Velvet was like $11 out the door.
See, I was getting if it was, I can't remember what the one that would be comparable to Crown was, but like if it was vodka, it was fucking a handle of Nikolai for $11 to $13. You get a whole fucking handle for
like a half gallon.
Yeah, like for $11 to $13, you're basically drinking fucking rubbing alcohol at that point, but it gets the job done.
Yeah,
plastic bottle.
I never really did a lot of vodka until like, so yeah, I never really drank a lot of vodka until I hung around. I'm sure you've heard me talk before about the dude that I kind of like bounced for him at tattoo parties and shit. Like, it wasn't like that. It wasn't like I was like showing up in like a security uniform or anything. But if he had problems, it was like they dealt with me or whatever.
Yeah, if someone needed bounce, they were the ball and you were doing the bouncing.
So, yeah, like he started. And also, I never really did I always just drank shots, bro. A bottle of whatever in my right hand and a 2-liter or whatever in my left hand. And I started hanging around him, and he was always making mixed drinks and shit. And then, at the end of a rapper where I say that shit about something about like vodka mixed with liquid methadone. That was the first time I ever tried that shit. Was that dude like always making mixed drinks with vodka, and then one day, yeah,
Yeah, that sounds. Yeah, that's like lean with extra steps. He says, you know. We asked for a med time from the aspect of Boog.
What does he mean from the aspect of me? I don't get it.
I don't know. Like, if you were gonna fucking have a med song, how would it go? We're being put on the spot by Blasted Asses. Where's our med song? You gotta
I was gonna have a med song,
or just a med check. You could just tell these motherfuckers to take their meds. I'm tired of doing it. I'm taking the day off. This is your job today.
Yeah, take your. Hey, you know what? Hey, you know what? Check it out. Take your fucking meds, all right? Or I'm gonna fly Cindy to all of your houses, and she's gonna remove your testicles because she's the queen, all right? All right, that's what's gonna fucking happen. So y'all just take your damn meds. Hey, put them in your hand. You see your hand? Your hand like this right here. See, mine's got a D on it for Detroit, you know. Put the damn meds in the damn hands. Put them in the damn mouth. Take your damn drink and take your damn meds. Or I'm gonna pay for her plane ticket to go to your houses and fuck y'all up.
Do it. You heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen. No baseball bats needed. Cindy will fuck you up. Blasted Asses. He said it's not a song, but it'll do. It'll do.
Oh, you want a song? Too bad, sucker.
Two on the spot. If you want to hear me and Boog, freestyle, you gotta be here at the end.
Maybe.
Yeah. I wasn't prepared. Don't worry. I was just talking shit. I know Blasted Asses can't be here that late, and God knows the rest of these yahoos can't pay attention for 2 hours, so we'll be set. Kaylani coming in with the nuisances. You guys know I'm just playing. Good to see you, Kaylani. Welcome in. Welcome our resident rap artist, Boog Knight, our resident hip hop aficionado, somebody who takes hip hop very seriously. You know, it's kind of funny. I always hear people say that, like, they don't like, you know, Eminem. And, like, from a standpoint of, like, being able to rap, that's obviously something that's a claim you can't make. Like, it's kind of bullshit. Like, you can't say that the guy can't rap. But I really like your take on it, Boog, because obviously, your little known fact about Boog Knight, ladies and gentlemen, he is not a big fan of Eminem. That being said, he can at least, acknowledge what his talents are, what he's able to do, but it's just the I mean, don't let me fucking put the words in your mouth. Yeah,
I don't like who he is as a person. I don't like that he's, like, so solidified at this point, but he's still so involved with, like, the politics of what's going on at Interscope and, like, trying to step on, like, 16, 18-year-old kids who are coming up because I don't know why. Like, it's never, like, I assume it's got to be because he has some sort of, like insecurities about, like, becoming irrelevant or some shit, because, like, you're solidified. You don't need to be doing this. You can sit in your mansion somewhere in the woods in northern Michigan or whatever and, like, just not do this. Like, you have no reason to be doing all this. This is like, what the fuck's wrong here?
Yeah, and one of the comparisons that I heard that I've kind of enjoyed was I don't remember what song it was, but Tom McDonald has a song where he references the fact that, like, Eminem used to gay bash and murder his mom, but now he doesn't want fans if they voted for Trump. And, like, I'm not going to get political about it, but I'm not going to make it political, but, like, that is kind of wild. Like, how are you as a person going to say you don't like Trump because he said some anti-gay shit, but you used to say some super anti-gay shit? And, like, I get it that maybe you grew as a person and stuff, but I just had to, preface that line because that always fucking stands out to me. Kaylani, I did the posture check and the hydrate for you. I appreciate you coming in for our interview today. What were you gonna say, Boog? Oh, I thought I cut you off. Never mind. I thought you might have just been adjusting like I was. Never mind. You're good. So obviously we cleared Eminem on the list of maybe not necessarily positive influences on the hip hop, on the rap game. So
he's not, like, when you look at Jay-Z is, like, he's a pillar of the hip hop community. He's bringing up all sorts of young artists, and like meanwhile, Eminem is getting involved in like exiling young artists from getting into Interscope, and like, dude, come on.
Well, I mean, plus, you know, Jay-Z, like, he's got 99 problems and a bitch ain't even one of them.
Right? Yeah.
You know,
Yeah. All that stuff.
Eminem's got at least 2 tattoos of Kim's ass. He's got at least 2 problems that are bitches. I don't know how many more. The whole MGK thing with his daughter. There's another problem involving a bitch. There's at least 3 problems involving bitches, and Jay-Z ain't got a 1. That's all that I'm saying. I'm not throwing no shade at M, but I am saying he's got at least 3 problems that involve bitches, and Jay-Z he's undefeated in the area. It speaks for itself, and he's a businessman as hell. You know, you hear a lot about Jay-Z, and being a rapper is like right up there with being a fucking businessman. Like you hear a lot of good stuff about Jay-Z.
At the level of Jay-Z, because at this point he's not even a rapper anymore. He's just a fucking like mogul businessman. Like,
which is good. You know, I like to see that. You know, like you kind of said about, you know, Eminem, and I hate to almost seem like a bash session on Eminem because it's definitely not what it is. But like Jay-Z's moving on with his life. He's doing bigger and better things, and Eminem just, you know, maybe
not only
can't
is
seem
he
to get out of
moving
that.
on and like doing bigger and better things, he's bringing up a whole new generation of artists, and Eminem is trying to hold down a whole generation of artists because he's scared of becoming irrelevant, or at least I can't imagine any other motive other than like being scared of becoming irrelevant while you're solidified as a legend. You can never make another song again, and hundreds of millions of people will say you're the greatest of all time.
That's true. That's true. I'd have to put him up there, you know. I mean, I don't listen to hip hop like you, and I don't think he would be the number 1, but I'd say he'd probably have to be in the top 10 somewhere for me. We do have a pretty good question, and I was kind of you know, working towards this anyway. From Blasted Asses, he said, "Boog, what was your main influence?" Now, Blasted, for rapping. What was your main influence for rapping specifically?
When I first started,
yes,
or Machine Gun Kelly.
Machine Gun Kelly. So you didn't really rap much at all until you got into MGK?
Yeah, I never really did much at all until I discovered Machine Gun Kelly. Machine Gun Kelly, like, literally, like, is how I discovered that, like, I can, like, hip-hop can be, like, a vent for, like, depression and, like, because before that it was always, I always listened to, like, T.I. and Tupac, and, like, Tupac has that, like, softer side on his music and shit or whatever, you know, but, like, I don't know, there was something about, like, specifically the song, Letter to My Fans and the song, Lead You On, like, I don't know, like, there's something about those songs that, like, struck a chord with me, and, like, I had this, like, epiphany about, like, utilizing music in this way.
Mm-hmm. Definitely, yeah. And like when you're listening to, you know, T.I., you're good at falling in love with strippers and pouring drinks with the drinks at the drinks on the drinks, but
right.
That wasn't T.I.
Like,
that was T-Pain.
Like,
my bad, wrong T.
T.I.,
T-Pain,
like,
Mr. T. Go ahead.
Don't get me wrong, like, as far as, like, T.I., like, I still fuck with T.I. Like, I think T.I. made a lot of dope music over the years. Like, he was, like, there's a lot of senses in which you could say hip-hop, or T.I. is a pillar in, like, the hip-hop community, you know? He's definitely a small part of, like, trying to bring up a lot of smaller artists out of Atlanta, and specifically, like, out of the Bankhead area where he was, where he grew up. So, like, I'm not saying that, like, I'm just saying, like, I'm not trying to, like, paint a bad picture of T.I. So.
Yeah, I definitely have no issues with T.I. at all. And I fucking got T.I. mixed up with T-Pain anyway, so I'm out of here. I'm irrelevant to this conversation. I get most of my hip hop news from Boog Night, so.
Hey.
Snurmit, welcome back. You didn't miss a whole lot. What age were you whenever you got into Machine Gun Kelly and then furthermore into actual rapping?
What age was I?
Yeah.
Like, '23, something like that. 22, 23. It was like super late 2010. The first, like when I very, very first found Machine Gun Kelly. And then like probably within like 6 months of finding him, I started like playing around and like writing a little bit of this and that and like freestyling and uh then like November of 2011 I created my YouTube channel and like well technically the very first thing that I put up on my YouTube channel was just a stupid video of like a ginormous fire at this mud bog, but like shortly thereafter I put up like the first ever like song of any sort that I ever really wrote. So probably like November of 2011 is the first time I ever like put any sort of a song out anywhere.
Well, definitely. I mean, I think that I would count it even if you hadn't put a song out. I think that the fact that, and definitely something I want to get into eventually, but you already kind of brought up. I really like that you use your music as a way to vent, to get your feelings out and stuff. I know that there's a lot of people who struggle to do that, and I know that from a young age, as much as everybody dreaded like the doing like poetry in school, that was always something that like I actually enjoyed because I kind of had that same kind of thought process. Like when my mind's just going all the fucking time with my ADHD and stuff, like I can get a full fucking poem on the page before I even realize that I had a complete thought. Like,
Right.
So, do you have ADHD? I know you got a bevy of stuff that you battle with. I don't know if we've ever talked about that one.
I've never been like told by like a doctor or a shrink or anything that I had ADHD or anything.
Oh, okay.
Dyslexia. I've been diagnosed with dyslexia when I was like, I don't know, 12 or some shit.
Is that more prominent when you're writing shit or when you're reading shit or both?
I don't even think it really is anything that like has affected me in a long time. But like something that used to be predominant was the word saw. I always saw it as was, and the word dog. I would always see it as God.
Gotcha.
It always like words that spelled a different word backwards. I always saw the word that was spelled backwards.
Yeah. That's funny. That's awesome. That's not awesome, but you know what I mean. That's not bad. That's not bad as far as like I know some people with dyslexia really are fucked up with it.
Yeah.
So when did the name Boog Knight come into everything?
Well, so have you ever saw the movie Revenge of the Nerds?
A long time ago.
So there's a character on that movie named Booger.
Yeah.
Yeah. So one time I was like 13 or 14. Somebody was like tripping balls on dextromethorphan. I've always told this story that the person was tripping on acid because nobody ever knows what dextrom is. But yeah, he was.
They were having fun.
Yeah. So Chad, I won't say his last name, but Chad, tripping nuts, dude, on pure dex, and the movie Revenge of the Nerds was playing on Comedy Central on television, and it went to commercial, and I was sitting next to him, and for whatever reason, dude, when it went to commercial, he swore to God that I came out the TV and was sitting next to him, the character Booger from the And that became me being called Booger and Boog and Boog Knight, and it grew into all sorts of iterations and shit.
That's funny. So where'd the night part come from? It just kind of came to be.
Well, because like, so Booger was very quickly shortened to Boog, and someone put together that like, because it rhymes with Suge Knight, Boog Knight, Suge Knight.
Oh,
So, like,
that's funny.
That, like once, like very shortly after it was shortened to just everyone calling me Boog, someone had like put that together, put those two rhymes together.
That's so funny. That's so your name is almost so it's an inside joke mixed with a parody of another name. That's awesome.
Yeah, I guess.
I like it. That's awesome. And I know one of the lines in one of your songs is people asking for Boog, but they're getting B Night. So what's the difference? Who's who?
That song that you're talking about, that's the letter, right?
It might be.
I think that's. I'm like 99% sure that's the letter. So the whole premise of that song is, and the description is myself, because the whole premise of that song, I probably could actually show you the original pages. Is that the first verse is Boog Knight's letter to B Knight 616, and then the second verse is B Knight 616's response. So the premise of that song is like sort of the two sides of me, like the G and like the depressed rapper, like going back and forth, like the gangster who like sees things as like from a matter of fact perspective is like telling like the depressed rapper in me like to like get up and be a man and quit being a bitch. And then in the second verse, when I say that, they're asking for Boog, but they're getting B Night. That's me saying like people want me to like man up and like be that guy again, but like I don't have fucking energy to be that guy again. Like that guy don't exist here no more.
Mm-hmm. That's deep. I like that. That's deep. I definitely didn't know. I obviously knew that was kind of the dynamic you were going for, like two different people, but I didn't realize that it went that deep and that maybe that was the roles. I kind of saw B Night as more of like badass, but I mean that doesn't mean badass can't have fucking demons that they're dealing with mentally. What the fuck is happening here? We getting raided by Taco Smurf. Taco Smurf with the raid. Thank you so much. What's up, everybody? We're raiding our resident hip hop artist, Boog Knight.
You're not raiding me. You're interviewing me.
Yeah, I'm not raiding his panty drawer yet. That'll be after the live when he's distracted. All you guys are gonna blow up his socials, and then I'm gonna sneak behind him and just fucking raid his panty drawer like Mr. Krabs. You said you don't have a panties drawer? You go commando? What?
Yeah, that's what I said.
Taco Smurf, I appreciate you. Welcome in, everybody. Sean Shine coming through. Guys, if anybody has any questions that they would like to bring up, feel free to bring them up from time to time. I might sit on them for a minute, depending on where we're at in the conversation. But I figured this would be a good time with the Raiders and everything. I've enjoyed our conversation so far, Boog. I know we've just recently started, but yeah.
Yeah, I just found it. You can see where I wrote on the top of the page here. I don't know how well it's going to come through. I can't really see where I'm showing it to you here. How well can you see this?
It's a little blurry. You could always take a picture and post it in the Discord if you wanted to. If not, you don't have to.
Anyways, yeah, like it literally says on the top of the first page, it literally says Boog Knight's letter to B Knight 616, and then on the top of the second page, it literally says B Knight 616's response.
Okay, I like that, and that's a cool backstory too for Anybody who checks out Boog's music, if you do !Boog, you'll get his YouTube as well.
It's actually a playlist of like, not exactly all my music, but like all the like best recorded stuff and like stuff that's like sort of actually recorded studio quality stuff that like, yeah, that's a playlist. So you can actually get to, you can get to both my channels from that playlist because there's songs from both my channels in that playlist.
That explains it. I was wondering why when I looked at your music in one section of your profile, I only got some of them, and then whenever I clicked on that playlist, I got all of them. I'm a little slow sometimes, so sometimes I need it explained to me.
The story with that is like, so the channel that I refer to as my main channel now,
Yeah.
That channel was, so if you go back to the very first, I'm pretty sure it's the first 2 videos in a row that were ever posted on that channel. My boy was about to go to prison. Like, we knew he was going to prison. Like, he got rolled on. Niggas got on the stand on him, and like we knew he was getting locked up. So I actually started that YouTube channel to like get footage of him like doing tattoo parties and shit, and like basically have like sort of all this backlog of like footage just before he got locked up.
Mm-hmm.
Well, man, it's been so long I don't remember exactly why. But for whatever reason, those 2 videos ended up being the only 2 videos that we got that were like worth a shit.
Mm-hmm.
And well, that video or that channel sat. I mean, like there was like some stuff uploaded on it, but it sat mostly like dormant for like most of the time that he was locked up, and for probably a year or 2 years after that. Like I said, there was like a few sporadic uploads that I had put on it. There was like it's irrelevant. And my other channel, which I now refer to as my second channel, that was my first channel, my main channel for years and years and years. But like when I really got back into music, like a little over a year ago or whatever, I just went stupid. What point am I making?
You were talking about your.
Oh yeah. So when I really got back into music at that point, like I was looking at my channel, my now second channel, and I was just realizing like there's just so much random stuff on that channel, and like this other channel that has some of my music on it and some other stuff on it is like it's got way less like just bullshit all crowded up, and like it's a way newer, fresher channel. So I just sort of switched it up and just switched the roles of them, basically pushed my main channel back to being my second channel, made my second channel into being my main channel, and ran with it like that,
Yeah, now the one's strictly music, and you knew that you'd have a better algorithm response and stuff with the newer channel and everything.
Well, not so much that. Is just like the amount of just random stuff that is on that channel, that other channel, my second channel.
Mm-hmm.
There's just so much just random stuff on that channel that like, yeah.
That's funny. So if you guys want to watch some random videos, you know where the fuck to do it.
I mean, there's some pretty funny stuff on that channel. There's like, let me see, there's like, so there's like some videos that are on there. I think there's 2 videos on there, and one of them's labeled like, one of them's just labeled like Dustin's first 2014 buck or something like that, and then the other one's labeled How to Gut a Deer, hosted by Bigfoot, where it's like Dustin like giving like a how to gut a deer tutorial. But I labeled it hosted by Bigfoot because Dustin is fucking massive. Dustin's like 6'4", 6'5", like 300 pounds. He's massive.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm like a fairly big guy. I'm like just about. I'm like 5'11", like 225, dude, and I look small compared to
Yeah. Do you at least like add some extra hair, or did he already have all the hair he needed? He fit the bill as Bigfoot pretty well.
Oh no, yeah, Dustin, he can grow like a full ass beard, and like he's got hair all over his back when he ain't wearing a shirt, and like already like that nigga hairy.
Hopefully they were filming from the back.
Well, we were outside in like the middle of December, so he was 100,000% clothed.
Ah, get out of here. Do one in the summer and then we'll talk.
Ah, yeah.
I want him wearing a string bikini.
I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get him to do that.
Well, we'll work on it. We'll work on it. Do you remember when you wrote your first music? Was it did it hold true to the whenever you got into MGK and everything, or did you ever write anything before that?
I think I tried to like write some sort of something one time when I was like 15, and I don't remember.
That's fair.
I don't know, for whatever reason I just like left it at that and just kind of walked away.
Yeah. Well, I feel like we all do at some point.
Didn't really consider. I don't know. I just didn't. I don't know. Whatever. I just walked away after just trying to write one song or whatever. And what exactly was the question again?
Just exactly that. When do you remember writing your first song?
Well, I know I tried to write some sort of a song. I know I didn't even like have like any like beat playing or anything either. I just like tried to like write some sort of rhymes down on a piece of paper or something like that. And but like the first like song that I wrote, like once I like really started I don't know, I guess like taking music serious or whatever, like when I hit like whatever 22, 23 and found Machine Gun Kelly and started playing with music and shit. The first like song that I wrote, like, and I don't mean like the first pen to paper, I mean like the first like cohesive like song.
Yeah.
Is a song about when I was 18 or 19, something like that. I had an apartment, but I had it for like not very long, like less than 2 months, I'm pretty sure. Maybe even like barely a month. I didn't have this apartment for very long, and then I went to jail. And the dude that I had this apartment with, he like robbed me blind. And not only did he like rob me of like all my money and shit, he didn't even pay our fucking rent. So he took all my money and had enough to pay our rent like 5 times. Plus whatever he might have had already, and he didn't pay our rent at all.
That bastard.
So yeah, that whole first song was like about him basically.
Okay. Is that one of the songs that's on your page or no?
It is like it's like the second or maybe third upload on my second channel, like ever. Like if you go like all the way to the bottom of the uploads on the Boog Night 420 channel, there's, I don't know, it's not recorded like worth a shit or anything.
Yeah, so like we wouldn't find it on the playlist or anything.
Right, yeah, no, but like if you really wanted that bad to hear it, if you find a song or a video that says, man, I don't remember exactly what the title is, but I know that I called the song Betrayal.
Yeah, well, I'm pretty sure it'll be pretty easy to find with those criteria. You know, one of your first couple songs on one of your first couple videos on your other channel, that'll be pretty easy to find for sure.
Yeah.
What kind of roadblocks do you remember hitting? Whether it was with that first song that you kind of just wrote and quit on, or Even after, whenever you started, or even now? Like, what are some roadblocks, or what are some things that maybe discourage you sometimes when it comes to writing music?
Well, I know, like, I remember when I posted that song, like, about the kid that I had the apartment with, or whatever, the video. I remember thinking, like, oh, I'll just, like, put it up and see how it does. It'll probably get, like, 1,000 views.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, dude, I put that thing up. It did, like, 17 views. I was, like, distraught. I was like, what? What? Like, I was like distraught, dude. I had like way too high of hopes. I remember that.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, things that discourage me, dude. Like, just like, sort of, like seeing the state of hip hop discourages me. Seeing the rappers that are like most popular, and like the likely influence that they're having on like a young generation, and like knowing that like that's like what I probably got to do to like really like make a living like that off music and shit. Like, that's discouraging as fuck, because like, nah. Like, I ain't doing that, bro. Like,
I don't blame you. Yeah, I don't blame you. I agree. And I honestly think that that's maybe one of the things that have made me shy away from hip hop and rap, because I definitely do enjoy it, but a lot of what I listen to is older shit for that exact reason. I'm not trying to fucking look at Little Baby and Little Yachty and Little fucking Minnie. I don't even know what the like their names are. Their names are so dumb that I don't even think I'd want to.
Fucking Lil Durk and fucking
Little Xan. Little Xan's got some good shit to sing about. Lil Xan's gonna be singing about all quality shit. Like,
oh yeah, quality, high quality.
No offense to any emphasis on high quality.
Yeah.
And I'm not against singing about getting high and having a good time, but if that's all that you've got in your repertoire, you should probably fucking evolve a little bit.
Though, I have found one, well, and it's not even a Lil Xan song. I found one song that Lil Xan is featured on in my life that I think it's an okay song. I don't even know the name of the song. I just know that it's on UFC 4, and like, it's an okay song.
That's how they get you.
Not even a Lil Xan song. It's a song that Lil Xan is featured.
Right? Yeah. So you don't like a Lil Xan song, you like somebody else's song, and he just so happens to have a few bars.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's exactly the point that I'm making. Yeah.
Ooh, this is a good one. A question from Cinny. What is your favorite song that you have made?
Like, that's kind of, well, I'll attack it from both angles. So, like,
I like when it gets attacked from both angles.
So, as far as like my favorite song for like song value, like what it like means to me personally, probably Remember. That's probably the song that like holds the most like emotional significance for me.
Mm-hmm.
But lyrically, my favorite song that I've ever done, as far as like the lyrics and like the way I put it together, is Takers. The song Takers. It's all bars on that song, but it's deep still. It's still like pain, and it's still, but it's all bars, bro.
Mm-hmm. So Takers and Remember.
Yes, sir.
Nice. How do you get the inspiration to write lyrics? Pain. Pain comes with memories. A wise man did once say. And memories
come with pain.
That's one of Boog's songs. I'm brown nosing right now. I was listening to it a little bit when I was preparing for the interview. I listened to it before I was even planning on doing the interview, but I definitely have enjoyed listening to it a little more over the last couple of weeks and really getting to know the music and getting to know you even more. You know, I know that we get to talk almost every day in the Discord, but I'm really excited to sit and get to ask you a lot of these questions that I have. And as well as anybody listening, if anybody wants to get to know our man Boog any better. Now, this is a question that I'm actually excited to ask because it doesn't really you don't have a say in what music you were forced to listen to as a kid. I want to know what some of the earliest music you remember listening to is. So, like, for me, I remember fucking my mom listening to motherfucking Garth Brooks and Shania Twain and shit. Like, fortunately, I remember my dad listening to some Metallica and some AC/DC too, but, like, I still got them fucking Shania Twain songs in my fucking dome. Like,
I grew up, my mom and my stepdad listening to AC/DC, Metallica, Alice in Chains, Jackal, Megadeth, Van Halen, Leonard Skinner, that whole era.
yeah. So it was a lot of rock music and stuff for you from both ends.
But like my grandparents always listened to country music, but like they didn't like like my mom and my stepdad like just listen to music. Like my stepdad would just like have music like playing in the house and shit.
Yeah.
My grandparents just like had music on in the car, so like while like my grandparents listened to country music and like that's definitely like the first place that I ever heard country music, like they weren't like listening to music like that. Like my mom and my stepdad like listened to music and like that's what they listened to.
Yeah, if you heard a country song, you might have heard one or two in the car, but it wasn't something that got fucking driven into your head like fucking Faith Hill. One of my questions on here is gonna be what is your guilty pleasure? And I gotta say, Faith Hill, This Kiss, that's one of mine. This kiss, this
as
kiss,
far as music,
unstoppable. Some Spice Girls. That's not even a guilty pleasure for me. I'll tell you what I want, what I really, really want.
Hang on, I gotta look something up real quick.
You're fine. Sloth Bros, welcome in. This is a private call right now. We are doing an interview with Boog Knight. I'm sure there are people in the regular Discord chat. If you want to hop in there, you're welcome to. We do sometimes have some public...
Yeah, right. So... Oh, sorry.
No, you're good. I was just saying we do sometimes have some public chats on the lives. I was just saying Sloth Bros came in, but go ahead. We asked what his guilty pleasure is, ladies and gentlemen. Go ahead.
We're just talking about music, right? Like my guilty pleasure, like music songs.
For now, yeah. If you have other ones, I want to hear them, but yeah.
I would have to really think.
Well, that's fair then. That's why like music is definitely one. Like another one for me, I would have to say would be like, and it's also kind of not a guilty pleasure because I'll explain it. Like it's the first Bring It On movie because my sister watched that shit all the time. It's like a cheerleading movie. But first of all,
yeah, I remember it.
It's funny as fuck. Second of all, there's hot cheerleaders all over the place. I have no guilt finding pleasure in that movie. Like that movie's funny. It's a classic. Like Bring It On. Oh yeah.
Right. So guilty pleasure song. Dustin Lynch, Cowboys and Angels.
I'm not sure if I know that one.
Cowboys and...
I'm gonna write it down. I'm gonna write it down so I can listen to it. And is it just because it's like a country song and that's not normally like your shtick? Is that why it's kind of a guilty pleasure? Because that's what it is for me. Like with
it's guilty pleasure because like looking at me and talking to me and like getting to know me, you would probably not expect me.
Yeah. I feel you. That's funny. That's really awesome. If anybody in the chat has a guilty pleasure, please let me know. That's one that I always love to hear because I always love to hear why. Like hearing what the guilty pleasure is almost as good as hearing why sometimes. And man, it's like when that fucking song comes on the radio and you're not happy that you know every fucking word to that song, but you do. Uh, here's a good one for all of our specifically Caucasian members of the audience. What is the difference between rap and hip hop?
Oh, you want me to answer that? Do you?
I mean, I was curious as to see what you would say. This is, I'm the Caucasian audience that.
Honestly, I've never really put any thought into that question.
Okay.
But I guess that like most.
That makes it a good question then.
Man, what the hell is his name? Lord Jamar. You know who Lord Jamar is?
No.
Brand newbie.
That one rings a bell.
He's a member of Brand Newbie.
Oh.
They were a hip hop group in like late '80s, maybe even like the mid '80s. They were like a what would you call it? They're like part of the like you could call them like sort of some of the pioneers. Like they were early hip hop, early fucking hip hop.
Yeah.
Lord Jamar specifically though has done a lot of like DJ Vlad interviews and stuff. I'll give the answer that I would expect him to give, or at least something similar to what I would expect him to give, which is like the difference between rap and hip hop is probably something to the measure of like lyricism versus melody.
Okay. I could see that.
Rap music is more lyric based and is more dependent on like the lyrics either connecting with people emotionally or like sort of like nowadays you would say like dropping bars, you know, like it. Rap music depends heavily on the lyrics, whereas hip hop depends heavily on melody, auto tune,
The catchiness of it, yeah.
stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely, okay. I like that answer. And I already actually know the answer to the first part of this next question, but for obvious reasons I have to ask it, and I have a follow-up. Do you ever get writer's block, and how do you combat it?
Well, my advice for someone who is like early into like, and when I say early, I mean like, you know, just a couple years or something into like making music. Advice to someone like that who's like fighting with writer's block would be to write about the writer's block.
Call that bitch out.
Like, yeah, like
Uh-oh.
and trying to write, or like, you know, whatever. Write about the way that it's making you feel. Write about the writer's block. I usually anymore like to be honest anymore when I'm like really like stuck I just kind of move on, find something else, work on something else, come back to it in a week or a month or whatever.
And that seems to be effective for you?
Yeah.
Well, plus you have, again, two sides to approach it. You can write about the writer's block, try to force your way into it, and then if you still can't, then you can put it on the back burner. I like that.
Yeah.
Especially, obviously, it's not so much a writer's block, but as I had mentioned earlier with like the like ADHD and stuff, like sometimes I just get like a literal like mental block, and like I know, like as somebody who's dealt with this for a long time, like if I just go and focus on something else, what I was trying to think of will come to me, and it's just like a weird fucking thing that I've noticed with my brain.
yeah, I do feel like I kind of minimized it though. Like I don't just like move on and uh like I sort of really dig for like a different beat until like I hear a beat that like I connect with it and I just like know what I initially want to put like off Jump Street,
Mm-hmm.
which just went into the general chat.
What?
Oh, okay. Nothing. Sorry, I'm parent.
You're good.
What was I saying? What was going on? What was the question?
You pretty much had answered it. I think that you had answered it pretty well. Um, gonna go off topic a little bit, but I just am going in order at some point to a certain point. What made you want to do an interview with me on my channel?
I've just like always wanted to be interviewed as like a rapper. So like when you said that you were thinking about starting to like interview somebody once a month or something, I just immediately opened my mouth like, "Yo, I'm down."
Yeah, that's exactly how it happened. I wasn't gonna out you, but that was exactly how it happened. I was gonna make it more seem like I asked you, but since you bring it out to the table, that's exactly how it happened. And I definitely wasn't upset. You know, I definitely don't have a lot of experience. You know, my interview with Alicia was my first one, and it was cool because we had the luxury of being face to face. But it's definitely cool to be able to try to do it like this. And although I kind of also experienced a block when I was trying to think of questions and stuff. I think overall I did a pretty good job. I haven't even gotten to like a good portion of the questions. How do you think that I'm doing for my second interview? You think I'm holding it together somewhat professionally? I don't know.
I think you're murking this interview.
Fuck yeah.
We in the middle of murking season.
This interview's my bitch. All right, we got that one. Let's see here. How often would you like to try and release music? If that's something that you really have a
I think
opinion on.
the standard set for like someone, as you can tell, I'm not like an album artist. I just put out singles, man. I just put out singles.
Yeah.
And like I definitely do not like live up to like the standard set for like the type of rapper that just puts out singles. Which is roughly like at least once a month. I want to say Cass put out like 14 music videos last year. Cal Scrooby put out like 11 songs on an album, which is very rare for him, and he put out like 10 music videos last year. So like the average for like a single type of artist is probably like one a month.
But that's someone who's like doing it for a living and is actually,
Yeah, that's someone who's really full time with it.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know. I definitely wish that I wish that I could make myself
Right more.
I guess what I'm really trying to say is like I definitely want to put out more music than I do, but I often find myself like justifying saying fuck it for fucking 17 days in a row, whatever.
Yeah, well, when like you said, when your inspiration comes from pain and stuff, it's not always the greatest thing for your brain to be like, oh, let's go fucking relive some of this shit, like. And a lot of it's in the moment, and whether you need to figure out how to tap into that pain for a short time to write what you need to write, or whether you need to figure out how to write without relying on that pain is obviously up to you as an artist and you as a individual, depending on what you're going through and how you're feeling and what comes to you. That's kind of like that's exactly how I did like all of my lives. Like whenever I always had like a topic, like it would just come to me. Like it wasn't like I would go out of my way like to talk about these things. Like stuff would just come to me, and stuff stopped coming to me, so I stopped having topics and shit. Like
I know it's been a decent handful of times when I came into the Discord lounge like minutes or an hour before the lounge, and somebody said something, and you were just like, well, "That's gonna be."
Yeah, yeah, literally, because that's exactly that's how it happens sometimes. So in your song "My Life," you say something along the lines of that's 143 if you know how to spell. I don't know what 143 is or what that line means, so I have to ask because I don't know how to spell.
Okay. Before I answer this, I want to give like a solid 60 seconds. See if anybody in the chat pick up on that shit.
Does anybody know how to spell? That's 143 if you know how to spell.
I'm trying to remember like the lines leading up to Ashes to Ashley, but I'll never tell, but it's 143 if you know how to spell.
Okay.
Man, I'm trying to remember like that whole sequence.
Say that was the one that you said we could probably play. If you want me to pull it up, I can pull it up.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Can you play that shit real quick?
Yeah. Boom. The Tube of You. Subscriptions. Which one? My Life?
Yeah. Are you playing it right now?
Yeah, can you not hear it? I can hear it.
No, I can't. I can't hear it.
I wonder, could you guys hear it in the live? Might just be because of my sound. Maybe if I turn it up louder.
I was gonna say, hang on.
They to see that you had already texted me. I can still see all the places
No, I
we
can
went.
hear it.
I can still see all the money we
See all the money we spent. I can still see
spent.
every time
I
that I
can still
spent.
see every time that I sent you up your dash to give me my shit. Save me once, why can't you save me again? Save me myself, but the way that you left, let me know how you felt. Had me looking at pictures and blaming myself. Trying to move on with the cards I was dealt. Then she grabbed my hand and she brought me through hell. From Ashley to Ashley, but I'll never tell. But it's 143 if you know how to spell. Yeah, it's 143 if you know how to spell. This is my life. This is my life.
Now, can anybody in the live tell me? Can anybody in the chat right now tell me what I meant by it's? I'm talking about a girl. All right. If you can't pick that up, I'm talking about a girl. I'm talking about my ex. And I say it's 143 if you know how to spell. Can anybody in the chat tell me what 143 means now? I want to give you all about 60 seconds.
Do do
So I
do
really want to know.
do 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 do. Do 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 do. Cindy says it's a code for a wording.
Yeah, the first word has one letter.
Oh, okay.
4 letters.
I got you.
And the third word has 3 letters.
I'm picking up on it. I'm picking up what you're putting down.
It's like a it's like some this generation type shit from like Yogi's generation.
Yeah, right? Definitely. That's one of the reasons I was thrown off. I didn't know what was going on. I was like, I don't know how to spell. Clearly.
Blasted Asses got it.
Oh, I thought, wow. Oh, I'm over here thinking that he's fucking showing me some love. I'm over here feeling all warm and fuzzy. I'm like, oh, I love you too, bud. No, he was just fucking actually participating in the live. You bastard. I thought you were showing me love, but no, you're just over here participating and shit. Whatever. No, I'm just playing. Whatever.
And what the whole end of that song is saying is this. Or what the whole end of that verse is saying is this. Okay? Looking through pictures and blaming myself, trying to move on with the cards I was dealt. And she grabbed my hand and she walked me through hell from ashes to ashes down the tub. It's 143 if you know how to spell. What that's saying is my ex left me the way that she did, and she left me sitting in hell. Ashley grabbed my hand and she stood me the fuck up and she said, "Come the fuck on and walk your fucking ass out of here," and fucking saved me. You know,
Yeah.
from me. You know, so
Mm-hmm.
that's what that means. It's a big elongated way to say that.
Well, thank you for explaining that. Definitely, that was like I said. I was totally like, like every time I heard it, I was just like, why the fuck do I not? Like I said, sometimes I need it explained to me a little bit.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, we like go back to music, and then I have like a curveball. So we're gonna throw a curveball back in here because apparently I don't do good at ordering questions. And feel free to take this however you want and answer it however you want. Why do you like me? I don't know.
Why
I
do
just need
like
a little
you?
ego boost. I don't know why. I already know why you came and did the podcast or the fucking whatever this is called. My neighbor had me call it a
So,
podcast.
um,
Is it the bikini? Is it the beard? Is it the personality?
you're respectable, man. Like you seem like good people, man. Like you seem like somebody that like I wouldn't want to punch in the face.
Well, I'm somebody who doesn't want to get punched in the face, so I appreciate that. That's where and when were you born?
I was, man. I should walk right in the other room. That's my girl. She knows the exact. Um, I was something like one of the last 500 or one of the last 1,000 babies born in the Belding Hospital, Belding, Michigan. It was torn down. The hospital was torn down like 4 months after I was born or something like that.
Oh,
And like
jeez.
my mom got like some letter in the mail apparently saying that I was one of the last like 500, one of the last 1,000 babies. Belding Hospital. It's fucking departure from the community or some shit like
That's pretty cool.
that. Yeah.
Did you get anything fucking special for that? They send you a fucking, I don't know, did you get some free shit or something?
I don't know. I don't think so. I was
Bastards.
like 4 months old, bro.
That was
I
like
don't
4
fucking
months,
know.
motherfucker. I already asked you that one basically, or the question came out. What was your childhood like?
Well, that's like when I was like really young. Um, well, my biological dad died when I was 5 years old. 11 days before I turned 6. 11 days before my 6th birthday, my biological dad passed away. He got hit by a car. Some dude was like tripping on acid and doing like 110 mile an hour and hit my dad. Killed him.
Jeez.
And but I mean, aside from that, like my childhood was probably subjectively normal for the most
Okay.
part until I was like probably 12, 12 years old, maybe 11, 12 years old. I want to say 12 years old. That's when my mom and my stepdad started kind of like walking down the road of breaking up, and my mom started like doing a shitload of drugs, and like that led to like
Everything else.
yeah, that led to
Yeah. And if you want to know what everything else is, you're gonna have to get to know this handsome motherfucker as well as I've gotten to know him, because fortunately for him and unfortunately for him, some of those stories might get us peeked out on TOS, and also I know that it can't be great to relive. I can't imagine what it would be like to lose your father at 5 years old, and I'm sorry that you had to go through that. I know that it might be something that's mostly subconscious, but I can't imagine what something like that would do to a child like that. So I'm, incredibly fucking honored to be your friend, and I just am really fucking appreciative that you made it through that shit, because I don't fucking know if I don't know how I would have fucking dealt with that at that age. I don't know how I would deal with that at this age. So
I'm a savage, bro. I'm Hell's Angel.
Hell's Angels. All right, we're going from one extreme to another. You're on death row. What would your last meal be?
Oh, that's easy, bro. My last motherfucking meal is gonna be, gotta get my mama to make me my cornbread pot pie, and I want the whole thing. I want the whole thing in the whole big pot that I cook it in the oven. I want the whole thing, the whole thing.
The whole pie.
The
You ain't
whole ass
going until the
fucking-
pie's gone.
The whole ass cornbread pot pie that can feed like 12 people. I want the whole fucking thing.
That's funny. That's a good one. Is that classic? Has she been making that all your life?
No, I made that up. But she would be, if I'm on death row, she's the only one that's gonna know how to make.
Gotcha. So that's your recipe.
Yeah.
They just ain't gonna let your ass out into the kitchen.
Right. Yeah. Most likely.
No, Maney Main. I tried to twist his arm. I tried to get him to drive down here for the interview, but I guess I just wasn't worth the 8 to 9 hour drive, apparently. No, I'm just teasing. I would have honestly been half, like, scared. I'd have been like, oh, shit.
I told him I'd drive down there for the interview. He just had to spoon me. He said no, that was no deal. So it's on him, Maney Main. It's on him.
It's true. I can't spoon with nobody but you, Maney Main. What is your dream car?
My dream car? Y'all gonna laugh. Y'all gonna probably laugh. But, I've had and driven, so many cars already. Dream. A random... Alright, so check it out. This is... Money was... Okay, this would be the ultimate, definition of sleep. I want specifically, a 2000, the body and frame from a 2005 two-door Z24 Cavalier. I want the body and the frame for it. I really like the way that body looks. Then I want all the motor mounts and everything changed, and I want the Yamaha, the little 3.4 liter Yamaha V8 with fucking dirt bike cylinders in the, because it's just a little 3.4 cylinder motor, but it's a V8. It's made by Yamaha. They were in the 98 Ford Taurus SHO. I want one of them fuckers in there, and I want a transmission way better than the one that came with it built, and I want it built with that motor and a better transmission and a supercharger on it and everything, and I'm gonna pull up on red lights and a Cavalier, and people are gonna think, what the fuck's this kid doing, and then they're gonna get fucking
So it don't matter what it looks like as long as it's a tank and it's got something under the hood. That's funny. I like that.
I essentially want a 05 Z24 Cavalier, but with a Ford motor in it, or with a motor that from a Ford, with a motor that was in Ford model car, and just because them SHOs that year with that motor in it, they'd stock do 150, 160 mile an hour, dude.
Jeez.
No, and that was in those boaty ass Ford Tauruses from back then. That's when they were wide bubble boat freaking cars, dude. And so put that motor that made that bubble boat ass car do 150 in a little E24 Cavalier, and then put a better transmission on it that isn't gonna fucking blow at fucking 110,000 miles. Fucking watch people laugh and then cry.
That's so funny. That's awesome. What is your type?
My type?
Yeah.
For women?
Or men. I don't judge, bro. I was hoping you would walk right into that, bro. I even have that written down. Like, I'm a piece of shit. I'm sorry, but yes. If you have one, some people really don't.
My type is this. My type is this. Okay, is like. Let me tell you how my brain works in comparison to the typical guy. Typical guy sees a really hot chick walking down the road, and he looks at her, and he fucking thinks about fucking everything he wants to do to her. I look at her, and I'm like, fucking, that chick's hot as fuck. I wonder if she's dumb or not. So, my point is, smart. That's my type.
That's fair. That honestly, I never knew that was something that I needed until I knew that it was something that I needed. And I'm not the smartest guy in the world. I feel like to me, it's not so much smarts isn't something that's a necessity as is common sense. Like I, was definitely raised where like I had to figure out a lot of shit for myself, and people like that have a high amount of common sense, and it's very apparent when you meet somebody who doesn't have that. And they can be smart as a fucking whip, like sharp as a fucking whip, but they're fucking we're not going to get into it, but you know what I mean. I know what you mean. Maney Main, thank you for the biddies, brother. I appreciate you. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think that's the first cheers of the live. I appreciate you, Maney Main. We're interviewing our resident rapper, Boog Knight, today.
Hey, what's up, you motherfuckers?
Who is or was your most influential family member? Anybody who just made a big impact on your life, just in general, not as far as like hip hop, but just in general. What family member of yours just stands out? Whether it be their morals or how they treated you. Yeah, relationship or just anything, whatever comes to mind.
Now, nutter.
Huh?
If it's got to be somebody that like is my blood relation, that is like my like family. Nobody.
Okay.
My stepdad, on the other hand,
I would consider your stepdad.
I mean, he taught me a lot, like if an apocalypse happened right now, like not all, but percent of like the skills that I have as far as like hunting and fishing and like all the outdoorsman shit that I know and shit like that. Like I learned all that shit from him.
Mm-hmm.
Like all of it. So like he's probably the person who's had like the most like positive influence in my life of some sort,
Definitely. Cool. I'm glad to hear that. I knew that I had heard some stuff about him before, so I was curious on if that was who you were going to pick or if you were going to hit me from the side with somebody. All right.
Nope.
So I've got some good news and I've got some bad news. Well, actually, I lied. I've got bad news and I've got worse news. The bad. He's like, "What the fuck? This is an interview." He's like, "I'm out." And so the bad news is we've only got 35 minutes left until noon. Obviously, if we end up running over a couple of minutes, that's fine. The worst news is that I still have a lot of questions. So
let's go.
The next. Yep. The next couple of questions, it's going to be all about the same kind of. They're going to have the same theme, and it is favorites. So we're going to go somewhat fast. You could definitely take some time to answer if you want to. But first things first, favorite food.
I mean, in general, cereal.
Cereal? What kind of cereal? That's actually on here too, favorite cereal. So you skipping shit. Did you send him a picture of my notes? Cindy didn't even get a picture of them.
I have a lot of, like, at any given time, like, my favorite cereal is probably different. Right now, Cocoa Puffs.
Hi, Shy. Cocoa Puffs, that's solid. I don't know if I have fucking... Oh, well, we ain't talking about me here. Favorite color?
Blue.
Favorite movie?
Con Air.
Favorite TV show?
I don't watch TV like that. I don't know. Like
Favorite cartoon then? You said what?
Saved by the Bell.
Saved by the Bell. That's a good one. Do you have a favorite cartoon or like a cartoon character, like an old school like cartoon character that you like or something, or that you liked as a kid?
South Park.
South Park. That's a good one. I'm not surprised. Video game.
Ooh. Like of all time.
Both.
Black Ops.
Oh, okay. It's Black Ops 4 of all time. Is that because of zombies?
Yeah.
Solid. What's your favorite video game right now?
Like what I've been playing a lot right now.
I guess. You don't have to play it a lot for it to be your favorite, but
Probably Crew 2 I've been playing. That's all I've really been playing like the past week or so.
yeah, I know you've been playing that a good bit. Favorite restaurant?
Favorite restaurant?
While Boog's thinking, guys, once we're done with our favorites, if you guys want to pose
like,
any questions for him, you're welcome to.
A Mexican restaurant called On the Border. You ever saw the On the Border tortilla chips at the grocery store?
Yeah,
Yeah, you ever seen an On the Border like actual restaurant?
I don't think so.
Yeah, they have them out here, and they good as motherfucker.
There was this one it wasn't an On the Border, but there was this one like classic Mexican place up by the smoke shop that I used to work at. Ooh, they're fucking chimichangas. Ooh. Favorite ice cream?
Some shit you never heard. Monster ice cream.
That's that weird one that you were telling me from that place that you go to.
I don't know if you were in there. The only person I know for a fact that was in there was Balls. I was reading off like all bunch of like weird ice cream flavors from this ice cream shop. Yeah, it's only like local to Michigan. They only have 2 locations. One of them's right here in the town that I live in. The other one's in Nashville. I don't know exactly how far away it is. It's south of here.
What is in the Cookie Monster ice cream?
So it's essentially Blue Moon ice cream with whole fucking Oreos in it and cookie dough in it.
Damn. That sounds pretty good.
It's bomb.
Favorite candy?
I mean, do like Little Debbie's, like, I don't really eat candy like that. But...
I'll give it to you.
Oh, Nutty Bars.
The Nutty Buddies? Yeah, those are good.
Yeah. I specifically like the fat ones that you get at the gas station. Them ones like got way more peanut butter.
Yeah.
Them ones are bomb.
Definitely. I know what you mean for sure. What are your favorite chips?
Probably like Lay's Honey Bar.
Ooh, that's a good one. Favorite book?
I don't read, bro.
Favorite strain of weed, if you have one?
Sativa. I don't really care.
I'll count that. I'll do that.
Sativa over indica.
Where does hybrid fall on the scale?
Whatever. If it tastes really fucking good, I'm cool with it. Whatever.
That's fair. Just looking for the stuff that gives you a little more energy, gets you up off the couch instead of in it.
Yeah, I guess.
Do you have a favorite life story? I don't know, it's just like a funny story that you'd like to tell, or something like something funny happened, or something, anything like that.
Not really, man.
None that come to mind. Okay. Your favorite type of animal?
I don't know. Probably like pit bulls.
Well, that's ironic because the next one was your favorite pet that you've ever had. That's true. I guess that is kind of fucked up. It is kind of fucked up to say favorite pet. That is fucked up.
My favorite cat that we have right now is Richard, but he's an old grumpy asshole like me. So unfortunately, I'm not gonna be able to go chase him down in here. He doesn't like to be picked up and held at all, and he will fuck me up. So.
Is that how we got the name Dick?
Well, see, we couldn't figure out. We've had him literally since he was born, literally. So he was like 4 or 5 months old. We still couldn't think of a name for him, but I was calling him a dick all the time. Like, hey, you fucking dick, get off there. Hey, you fucking dick, what are you doing? Hey, you fucking dick, what the fuck are you doing?
That's funny.
Finally, one day, I'm like, dude, I call him a dick so much, we may as well just name him Richard. And, he's Richard.
He's Richard. This is one that we somehow haven't fucking stumbled across yet, but favorite musical artists.
So, like, favorite, like right now, like, music put out in the last year or so, or just like...
I'd say all of it. Anything that comes to mind for you.
Well, someone very high up on my list is Caskey. Like, I do still like fuck with Machine Gun Kelly. Like, I don't really care for like any of that, like whatever that like pop punk rock stuff, whatever. I don't really care for most of that. Like, I've listened to it all, but like I don't really care for all that. But like, he does have the new song that he put out for the movie that he did, that new song Taurus. That's a really good song. Like, I mean, he's on my list of like all time, no doubt. Boosie Badass. NF is a big one for me. Cal Scrooby. I'd say those are like a solid top 5.
Cool. I can't believe it took us that long to get to it. Honestly, we were dancing around it the whole live.
Right.
Do you have a favorite tattoo that you have?
Probably this one. I don't know if I'm the whole thing.
Oh, that's pretty cool. I don't know if I've really ever gotten to see that up close. I like that.
Well, the thumbnail for the song Black Velvet, for my song Black Velvet.
Uh-huh.
That's this tattoo, but with like man, I don't remember the name of that filter, but like there's like a zebra printed like blanket in the background, and then they used filter to take a picture of this like 2 days after he did it.
Mm-hmm.
Like in the background, I don't know. So it looks really fucking cool. On my song Black Velvet, like the thumbnail that the song is playing over is a picture of this tattoo, and because of the filter, like it makes it really pop out and easy to tell what it's about.
Oh, cool. I'll have to look at that then. I know most of the time, whenever I was listening, I would click the whole playlist, and then I would, because of my headaches and shit, I would just tilt the screen down. So I'll definitely go out of my way to.
I didn't figure you were.
I wasn't studying every thumbnail, and that wasn't on my notes.
Right.
Favorite car that you've had?
Oh, that's easy. My 03 Explorer.
Okay. Favorite superhero? If you have one.
I don't have one.
Not have one. Favorite appropriate joke? If you don't have one, that's fine. He says they're all inappropriate, motherfucker. Get out of here.
Well, is the joke about the big alien and the little alien? I think that one's probably good.
I don't know if I remember it. You're welcome to shoot it if you're confident in it.
I mean, it does get like I do talk about a dick at the end of the joke.
I think it's fine if you talk about a dick. I think that's fine. I think that's fine as long as.
All right, so it's like this. All right,
Yeah.
There's a big alien and a little alien flying through space, and freaking space saucer, you know. And they get hit by like a freaking asteroid, and they like come crashing down to Earth, and they land in the parking lot of the gas station, right? Fucking big alien's looking around, and he gets out of the flying saucer, and he fucking sees a gas pump, and he's like, fucking walks over to the gas pump, fucking says, "What the fuck are you?" Gas pump, or who the fuck are you? Gas pump don't answer him because gas pump can't talk, you know. Fucking little alien comes out of the fucking spaceship and says, "Man, I wouldn't mess with this guy. He looks pretty bad." Big alien says, "Man, shut up. You don't know what you're talking about." So big alien looks at the gas pump and says, "I'm gonna count to 3. You're gonna take me to your leader, or I'm gonna laser your ass." Fucking little alien tells him, like, "Man, we need to leave this guy alone. Let's go." Big alien's like, "Shut the fuck up." Looks at the gas pump, says, 1, 2, 3. Take me to your leader. Gas pump don't answer because gas pump can't talk. So he lasers that motherfucker. Blows up everything for miles, dude. Blows up everything, man. Big alien, little alien still standing there, and they're like, big alien looks at little alien and says, "Man, how'd you know that guy was so fucking bad?" Little alien says, "Anybody that wraps a dick around himself 3 times and stick it in his ear has got to be bad."
I haven't heard that one. That somehow that's funny. That's good. I'll give that one to you. That's funny. Do you have
I heard that joke when I was like 11 years old, dude.
That makes it even better. The old classics are fucking phenomenal. Do you have a favorite sport?
I mean, no, not really. Like, I used to watch football a bit, but like, I just don't really give a shit no more.
Yeah. So no favorite team at all?
I don't know, like, I guess maybe like if the Titans were going to be in the playoffs, I might pay a little bit of attention.
Oh, cool. Lunar, thank you for the raid, buddy. I appreciate you guys. Sydney, thank you for the shout out. We're interviewing Boog Knight. We're going through some of his favorites. Let's see here. Favorite actor or actress?
Probably like I'm gonna go with Ralph Food.
There you go. I should have expected nothing less.
Filthy animal. Keep the change, you filthy animal.
Favorite concert that you've been to?
Technically never been to like actually been to a concert.
Oh, okay. We'll have to change that then. We'll definitely have to change that. Favorite board game?
I don't know, probably just like Monopoly. I don't know.
Classic.
I haven't played many board games in my life. Yeah.
That's fair. Favorite YouTube channel?
Danny Mullen.
Favorite
Hardest working comedian on YouTube. Search Danny Mullen. DANNYMULEN. Danny Mullen. Comedian on YouTube.
I will do that. I like comedy. Favorite vacation?
Well, my favorite like vacation memories or whatever are somewhat hampered by the reason, which is so like right when my dad died. My dad literally died 11 days before my 6th birthday, and like after the funeral and shit, my mom literally like left like I think like my uncle and somebody else at our house, and my mom literally just like packed the fuck up with me and my little brother, my biological brother, not Adam, and
Mm-hmm.
some lady that was like, man, I don't remember exactly how we were related to her, but I remember the whole trip. I was calling her Aunt Joanne, and then my cousin that was way older than me that used to babysit us. Uh, and we all and my mom bought like a brand new fucking van from like what like because she had like money left over from like my dad's life insurance and whatever the fuck, and uh, she literally bought a brand new van, and me and her and my little brother and my aunt and my cousin fucking rolled out to Florida and like just straight up lived in like dope ass hotels and went to like fucking Universal Studios and Disney World and shit every fucking day for like a month, dude.
Damn.
Yeah, my mom just like completely pulled us like out of everything, like just fucking just like went and just like lived for a minute. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, definitely. And I understand what you're saying. That definitely, the reason fucking is awful, but I can see why it would be hard to top that. We're gonna have to try to make sure we fucking top that shit.
all right.
Right? I've never been to like Florida or Disney or Universal or anything like that, so we can make that happen. We can make that happen.
Dude, I would not. I want to say probably roughly a year ago, maybe a little over a year ago, I looked up the price of admission, fucking Disney World, Disneyland, whichever one of these in fucking Florida. Do you know how much it fucking costs for one adult to get into that motherfucker?
No, I do not.
$125, and that was like a year, maybe a year and a half. So it could be more now, bro.
Damn. That's fucking brutal.
Yeah.
That's a lot. And that don't even include
Yeah.
fucking food or nothing. Like,
Right.
that includes your. Hopefully, that includes the rides.
Whew.
That's wild.
That's
Though.
to walk in and then go still pay for everything, dude. Oh my fuck. You gotta be rich to go there.
Literally, that's how they keep us poors out of there. Your favorite.
When I looked it up, I asked my mom if she remembered what it cost when we went after my dad passed, and she said it was like $45 a person back then. In what that would have been like '93.
Yeah, so it's almost tripled in the last 30 years. That's fucking wild. Favorite gift you've ever gotten?
Like I mean, I don't know. Like when I was a kid, when I was 8, 10, 12, dude, me and my little brother had like insane Christmases, bro. So like as a kid, there's not like any real one thing that like stands out because like we had. I mean, I can't even put it into words, dude. We had insane Christmases as like so. There's not really any one thing that stands out because there was always so much every Christmas.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know. As an adult, probably just like probably just something like a nice brand new pair of Dickies that my mom got me fucking, I don't know, some number of years ago for fucking Christmas.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Like, I don't really need much, so like, I don't really get much.
That's fair. What about your favorite way to relax? Boom. They don't call him Blunt Knight for nothing. Do you have a favorite soda?
really drink pop at all, but I do think that. Do you remember? I don't even know if it was out everywhere. Do you remember the Sprite LeBron mix?
Like the cranberry one?
No, it was LeBron mix.
No, I don't think I know that.
On the label, it said it was orange and grape flavors.
No, I never heard of that.
I gotta look it up for you now. Or can you like pull it up and look it up on the screen?
Yeah. Let's see here.
Look up Sprite LeBron mix, like LeBron James, you know, Sprite
Yeah.
LeBron mix.
Boom. Is this it?
I believe so.
Let me move my big face. Come on. Thank you. Boom. Sprite LeBron mix. Yeah, I've never seen this shit in my entire life. It's out of stock.
Yeah, okay, that's it, bro. That shit right there, bro. It wasn't even out for very long. It was. I remember when it was out.
It's out there somewhere. I don't know.
The first real job I ever had at a gas station when I was like 19 or 20 or something like that. The shit came out when I worked there, and it was out, or at least we got it at that store for like 3, maybe 4 months, and then it just disappeared, and I never seen it anywhere again. That shit right there, if that shit came back out, I would start drinking pop again.
Oh, wow, that good.
That shit was the bomb.
Right? Orange is good, grape is good. Why wouldn't they be good fucking mashed together? What is your favorite brand of toilet paper?
I don't fucking know. You want me to go look at what's under the kitchen, under the bathroom sink? I don't fucking know.
I guess not. I don't know. I like Charmin. As long as it's soft, I don't give a fuck. But usually Charmin's where it's at. Usually they got some good prices and they got some good softness. I don't deal with that one ply shit. My asshole is I'm too soft ass for that one ply shit. I don't need to know the specifics, but oh yeah, I'm a soft ass motherfucker.
You ain't been to jail very much, have you, buddy?
Nope.
Oh yeah, you've never been to jail, have you?
Nope.
That's dope.
Knock on wood.
See, kids, the other rappers that act like it's cool, that act like it's some kind of like certification to have been to jail, they're fucking retarded.
We'll add that to the list of words you can't say on Twitch.
Oh, sorry.
But I see what you're saying. We already discussed how we feel about some of the current rappers, so that fits the bill. Do you have a favorite boy name? I'm thinking for like if you were gonna have like a kid or something. A girl name is also on here. Those are my last two favorites for you.
I can. So my ex Callie that I was with for almost 8 years. When we were together for like, I don't know, we had been together for like 2 years or something like that. And she got pregnant and she miscarried. But when we thought that we were gonna have a kid, the names that we came up with, Isaiah Michael and man, I don't really remember what the girl name was. I know that the middle name for the girl was gonna be my grandma's first name.
It was probably her ass that picked it then anyway, so fuck it.
Yeah, it was, yeah. I chose the boy's name to be Isaiah Michael because my name is Michael, and then Isaiah is the middle name of like one of my dead homies. So
I like that name too, Isaiah Michael. I think that's awesome. I like that a lot. And you looked at me like, what the fuck are you asking this question for? A favorite dude's name? And then like you actually had a fucking good one, so I'm glad that I added that. All right. This next segment that we have here, we've got 9 minutes left. We're probably going to go 5 or 10 minutes over. this was a request from Cinny. We have Cinny's spicy questions. We've got some spicy questions here. I don't know if you can handle the heat, but we're bringing it. All right, so we already covered guilty pleasure. That's how we were gonna break the ice, but we're fucking melted. Do you hang to the right or to the left? Internet has to know. I hang to the left.
Down the middle.
Right down the middle. What? Is that a
Straight down
thing?
the middle.
That
That's the thing. Straight down the middle.
I've never wanted to see somebody. Never mind. Favorite position.
Cindy's asking these questions?
No, she wanted spicy questions. I made the questions. He was like, damn, I'm about to have a conversation with Cindy.
I mean, I like to hit it from the back, I guess.
Lunar, you got to leave, Lunar. We're asking spicy. I've expressed before. How many toes can you fit in your butt? You've been to jail. I know the answer is at least one.
I don't think any more than a single pinky toe is going to get up.
When did you lose your V card?
When I was like 27.
Okay. Did you ever walk in on your parents?
Thank God, no.
Did they ever walk in on you?
No, my mom almost walked in on me and my ex when we were living. She almost walked in on us, but we heard her coming.
Unfortunately, she didn't see you coming.
Yeah.
Now stay with me on this one. When is the last time that you shit or pissed yourself? Because I know you used to party, so it could have happened.
I mean, yeah, I don't know, probably 10 years ago or some shit.
Okay, that's fair. Mine was probably along like that the equal time. Mine was wild though. I remember it fucking perfectly. I pissed myself while I was asleep because I had a dream that I fucking woke up, got out of bed, walked through I was living with my parents with my dad at the time. Walked through my fucking trailer, fucking opened the door, turned the light on, opened up the toilet, flipped my dick out, fucking pissing in the toilet. All of a sudden, my ass and my whole like middle chassis just starts getting warm as fuck, and I'm like, what the fuck? And then I wake up in bed, and I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, it was wild. It was the shittiest fucking. the only chance that I would have of telling people a story of me pissing myself is if it happened exactly like that, because that's some funny shit, and I will take the repercussions.
One time, amid like a several day long drunken blackout, apparently I kept on like waking up in the middle of the night and going one door past the bathroom into like the basically like the spare bedroom where my mom slept, and yeah, apparently I kept on like walking past the bathroom door and walking into her and walking in her room right up where the toilet would be in the bathroom and going to piss, and she kept on having to like send me to the bathroom.
It's a good thing that she figured that out for you. That's so funny. This is like kind of off topic, but like when I was a kid, I only have the faintest memory of it because I got fucking tormented. But apparently I took a shit at the base of my parents' bed, like on the floor, and I covered it up with my mom's white Victoria's Secret bra. She was not very happy because apparently them bitches are expensive. And she did not. She wasn't even that mad that I shit on the floor, but she was really mad that I wiped with her Victoria's Secret bra.
Shit, boy. Why did you take a shit on the floor?
I have no idea. I was little. I don't know. I was too young to have a reason.
What do you mean by little? Like 3?
Not that young. I wasn't in kindergarten yet. So I was younger than kindergarten, but
So
I was
like
old enough to
4 or
know.
5?
I don't know what time you start kindergarten, but yeah, I was probably like maybe like 5, maybe 6. I don't know, whatever. It was probably old enough that I knew better. I don't know, old enough that I knew better. So I don't know. I don't know if someone was in the bathroom.
Old enough that you should have known where to take a shit.
And not to use a bra to cover up the evidence. Yes, exactly.
Dude.
And last but not least, for our spicy segment question, are you a breasts or a booty guy?
Booty.
We've already discovered that brains is number one, but
I eat the booty on the first date.
on the way too.
Yeah. You know what? Some guys eat the booty on the first date. I eat the booty on the way to the first date. Hey, baby, we finna go to the steakhouse real quick, but on the way there, I'm gonna need your knees on the center console because your booty needs to be in my face.
Same, Lunar. I'm a boob guy, but hey, I don't judge. Both are. It's pretty close. It's pretty close. I'm gonna ask this question just because it kind of isn't. It's like the very last question that I thought of, and it's kind of just hanging out back here. Do you have any allergies?
No, I don't think so. Not well. I'm allergic to motherfucking Tylenol 3s and Tylenol 4s, Tylenol with codeine, you know? I don't even know what it is. It's something about the two of them mixed together because I can take, like, liquid codeine, like straight up liquid codeine that ain't got no Tylenol in it, and I can take Tylenol by itself, but if I take Tylenol 3s or Tylenol 4s, bro, my whole body get all beat red, like, feel like somebody poured gas on me and lit me on fire, and it's itching and burning, and, like, bruh.
That's wild.
Yeah.
I've got to share the answers of some of the chat. We have Shy Ayla. First of all, Shy, thank you for coming in. She's allergic to bullshit. I concur. Manny Man, I can't believe he's in here right now because he's allergic to suckers.
And I'm sucking on a cigarette.
Gross. All right, we've got 1 more minute left, which means I'm going to hit you with some rapid fire would you rather questions. Are you ready for this? Ah, we're losing our hat. Spiced, making it fucking rain with 10 subscriptions. Lunar says, I'm allergic to D's nuts. Well, I hope that you're straight. Or else that'll be awkward for you. Shout out to Navy Movie Lounge, Otaku Nerd, Shootbox, No Love, Sloth Bros, Forest, Perch, Potent Poet, Kobe Fan, and Shy. All you guys getting those gifted subs. Thank you so much, Spiced. Spiced, if you have a question to pose, guys, if any of you have a question, as I'm shooting off these Would You Rathers, you're more than welcome to throw them out there. We're going to be ending the live. We'll probably quit around 12:15 today. I foresee the last little bit taking about 15 minutes, so... Lunar, we'll definitely have to talk about it, man. We could definitely talk about it for sure. All right, so... Would you rather know when you're going to die or know how you're going to die?
How?
Would you rather shit every time you fart or puke every time you burp?
Puke every time I burp.
Would you rather sit on a cake and eat a dick or sit on a dick and eat a cake?
That's catch-22, you know.
It is. It's a lose-lose situation. And this is strictly for scientific reasons. We know that under no circumstances would you sit on or eat a dick. But there's a dick in one seat and a cake in the other. Your mouth's got to go on the one.
Of the two things, I do love cake. So I guess I'm at least gonna get some level of joy out of the experience and eat the cake, and then by proxy I'll have to ride the dick.
That's fair. Well, nobody said that it had to be hard. So, you know, I mean, you could just be sitting on Santa's lap. You know, you're fine. I think you picked the good answer. Warm weather or cold weather?
Warm.
Comedy or horror movie?
Comedy.
Would you rather be able to see 10 minutes into the future or see 150 years into the future?
Like, is this like a one-time thing? Like I can see 10 minutes or 150 years one time right now? Or is this something that I can like I can always see like 10 minutes into the future, like anytime I want to access that.
I'd say always.
Oh, I want to see 10 minutes into the future.
But if it was a one-time thing, you think you would switch to the 150? I feel like that's the response. It would be dumb to do the other. Yeah, I like that. I like that answer. Would you rather have telekinesis or telepathy? So be able to move shit with your mind or be able to read minds?
Oh, I'd way rather be able to read minds.
That's fair. Would you rather be forced to sing every time you hear a song or be forced to dance every time you hear a song?
Sing.
Would you rather be in jail for 5 years or in a coma for 10 years?
Coma for 10.
Would you rather be at the pool or be on a beach?
Pool.
Would you rather have chicken or beef?
Depends on the context.
You can only have one for the rest of your life.
Chicken.
That's fair. Would you rather have cigarettes or weed?
Oh, come on now. Weed.
I was hoping. Beer or liquor?
I mean, probably beer.
I was curious. I wasn't sure what your preference was on the two. Would you rather have racing games or Red Dead Redemption?
Red Dead Redemption, because you can do horse races on there anyway, so I can still race. Huh.
You fucker. Got it. Android or Apple?
Android.
My man. All right, this is a three-way, and you might not have a preference. Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter, or Tekken?
Probably Street Fighter.
Street Fighter. Cats or dogs?
I mean, I'm probably about like even. Like, probably don't sway too far one way or the other.
That's fair. Ford or Chevy?
Ford.
That fixed or remodeled Dodge? I don't actually have a preference. I just love picking on people from both sides.
Fucked over, rebuilt Dodge.
Manny Main says liquor. What is that? I don't know what is. Liquid Courage. What's up, everybody? Goddess of Cannabis, thank you for coming in. I see you answering all of our questions. Navy Movie Lounge coming in for that gifted sub. You're very welcome. That was all from Spiced. Spiced, you're the man. I don't remember what your question was, Spiced. I don't remember your question. Spiced had a question, but he forgot his question.
Spiced, ask me your damn question right now. Me and Spice talk to each other like this all the time. It's fine.
True. Verbal abuse between those two is just how their relationship works. I love you too, Goddess of Cannabis. I appreciate you coming in and hanging out with us. We are wrapping up our interview, guys, with Boog Knight. I'm going to open it up to all of you guys. I've got one or two more questions to ask, but I want to open it up to everybody. If anybody has any questions they'd like to ask wrapping up. Boog, if you have anything that you'd like to talk to anybody about or tell them about yourself that maybe I didn't reach on, feel free.
I guess probably the only thing I would ever really have to say is just, what's this place say? Why the name change? What name change?
From B Night to Blunt Night.
Oh, it's been like that. I don't know. I was just having fun.
Okay. I kind of thought that was it, but I didn't know if there was some type of rebranding that was unbeknownst to me or something.
No. I was just having fun. Giving the B a new meaning for now.
What advice would you give an aspiring musician?
Well, that depends. Exactly how they're asking. Are they asking how to make a whole lot of money making music?
don't know if you're cutting out or if your mic's only picking up some of the words you're saying.
No, I'm probably just getting quiet because I'm slowing down and picking my words.
Trying to think. Yeah, okay.
Uh,
I guess just
so,
anything,
yeah,
honestly, just like
it would-
general across the
so
board.
my advice would depend. My advice would depend on if they were asking me how to make a lot of money making music, or if they were asking me how to further themselves as an artist, bar or not, all monetary incentives. If you just want to make a bunch of money making music and you don't have any like if your entire goal making music is to make money, well then what genre do you want to fucking make music in? Okay, well, find the top 5 songs on the radio, make songs just like that. That's my advice. If you want to further yourself as an artist, if you want to become better at your craft, if you are truly interested in what is best for music, then you just, man, you got to get out. You got to shoulders. You got to meet people. You got to shake hands. And there's no excuses. No excuses at all. It doesn't matter if you don't get to justify just not getting out of bed today. None of that shit. You got to get up every day, and you just got to go. And you got to experience things. You just got to live and experience.
Yeah.
Own your art.
And Cinny has kind of an addition. If someone wanted to start with rapping, what should be the first thing to do?
What context? Like, what would be the first thing to do to, like, start, like, learning? Or what would be the first thing to do to, like, get music out?
I would say learning. I would say learning.
Well, while most artists tell you dictionary, no, actually the fucking thesaurus is fucking just something that I did early on was I had this buddy, his name was Jesse, and like he wasn't like trying to be a rapper or nothing like that, but like we would just like text each other back and forth, like sort of talking shit, rhyming at each other, like, and like just having like that person to just like every day just like talk shit with in like a rapping format and like just throw words around and like just having that like repetition of like being able to do that every day was probably the biggest like that was probably like the most that was probably the time when I was being like most shaped as an artist, like as the artist that I've came to be, you know what I'm saying, is when I was really like going back and forth with him every day and like playing and like really every day, even if I wasn't like writing music, I was still every day playing with words and like just repetition every day. Right, hone your craft every day.
Definitely. Do you have any advice? This is my last question. Do you have any advice for dealing with mental health issues? And my reason for asking you this question in particular is because I know that you have utilized music in a very good way to deal with a bevy of your own shit.
Okay. So, well, I mean, music definitely can be a good way, but like, what works for one person doesn't work for everybody, you know?
Yeah.
Just the most like all-around thing that I think probably be said to pretty much anyone is like I guarantee, no matter what you think, I guarantee you there's someone in your life that you can reach out to and that you can talk to and that you can maybe try to get some sort of advice from. Like, I guarantee there's someone in your life that you can reach out and talk to. If you are a part of this community, there is almost always someone in the lounge to talk to. There are, whether you see it or not, there are almost definitely people who can do that. Even if they're not people that you see every day, even if it's someone that you've only met 2 or 3 times maybe, there's someone around you that is actually genuinely a good person and cares. And you just need to try to talk to somebody. Move from there.
Definitely. And I think that maybe, you know, one of the reasons why you've had the success that you've had in using music to alleviate some of that is that maybe when you felt like you didn't have that person to talk to or couldn't or even not going that far, but you were able to get it out still and put it in words.
Yeah, for sure.
I really like that answer a lot, and I definitely appreciate you, you know, giving the nod to the community. You know, Cinny and Dr. Three Balls and you and Yogi and so many of you guys who are in the live right now.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, make this such an incredible community, and I can't thank you guys enough.
And Spiced, can't forget to throw that shout out to Spiced. I see you in the lounge, huh? I see you over there.
Definitely.
You chilling, dog. Hang around, dog. You my homeboy. I know we talk a lot of shit to each other, but that's because we're both the same asshole.
2 halves of the same asshole. Oh, that's terrible. But that's so funny. Alright, on that note, my handsome Boog Knight, do you have anything else that you would like to say to our family and friends in the live?
Short, I would say within less than a month, I should be putting another song.
Awesome. Guys, you heard it here first. Less than a month. And I'm going to put myself out there. I may or may not have been asked to help with it. So if I actually get my fucking finger out of my ass, then maybe I'll help with it. But if I'm a piece of shit, then I won't. But either way, Boog's got new fucking shit coming out in about a month. So keep that Boog command is always available. But all right, I appreciate you, Boog, so much. Thank you for making the time. Thank you for offering yourself to do an interview with me.
Yeah, thank you, man. Thank you.
On that note, then, I'm going to get out of the Discord. You're more than welcome to go over to the lounge. I'll come over to the lounge once I close everything down and stuff. But if any of you guys want to speak to the artist himself, he will probably be over there.
That's where I'm going to be, bruh. Deuces.
All right, bro. Thanks again. Later.
Thank you. Later.
All right, that was awesome. I honestly was a little bit nervous for this. I really struggled. I've been struggling, honestly, just using my brain and stuff. So I appreciate you guys for being here with us. I'll tell you what. I want to raid into the gaming doc. The gaming doc is super awesome. She's very high energy. I haven't gotten to show her love in a little while. So we are going to show the gaming doc some love today. Blasted Asses, Maney Main, Spiced, everybody hanging out with us today. Cinny, I appreciate you guys so much. I know that I was a little out of the chat. That today was definitely different from usual, but I want to try to start doing something like this, like once a month maybe. This was a lot of pressure. I definitely regretted it leading up to it, but I'm very glad that I did it because I had a lot of fun getting to know Boog Knight a little bit more myself and helping you guys get to know him a little bit. So let's get this raid ready into the gaming doc. Guys, come into the chat, say something if you're in here, get these numbers up. Hades coming in. I appreciate you for listening. I'm glad that you had a good time, guys. Make sure you show Hades that love. He's been kicking some ass on Pokemon Unite. He is one of Cock Culture's longtime friends. Let's see here. Raid at the Gaming Doc. Definitely an incredible personality. Been lurking the whole time. My man. That's why I almost said thanks for coming in, and then I was just like, you know what? I ain't even gonna say it. But I definitely appreciate you, Hades. Thank you so much. Thank you all so much. If you guys didn't get to see the whole thing, I will post this onto YouTube. It will be available tomorrow at noon. But I'm going to get out of here. I got to fucking take a pee something fierce, so I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to pull up Gaming Doc's stream. I'd appreciate it if you guys could raid over for a minute. If you can't, I totally appreciate it. Anyway, I appreciate your time. If you can, do the wave. Yes, let's get that conga line in here, guys. Fucking conga now. Do, 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 do. That's not conga. That's fucking something else. That's limbo. But guys, I love you. I appreciate you, and I hope you all have a good day. I'll see you soon.
Is not specific to the African American people. Y'all get a pass.